Thing is, we really have everything we need. We have the technology. We have the computing power and the engineers. We have all the tools necessary to build out the systems we need to revolutionize not only our world, but to transform our lives completely. We even have the heart. People care about people, whether it's from within their close circle or including everyone on Earth. We all care about someone or something. And it's not just a little bit or recently. We humans have collectively cared about one another throughout history. Whether we start with Cyrus the Great, where he freed all the slaves and enshrined that law in what we now call the Cyrus Cylinder, or whether we move through Greek Athenian democracy or into the Roman Age of influence and recognize their contribution of natural law. Or we can skip forward to England, where the first formal constitution was written and enshrined in the Magna Carta. But it doesn't end there. Several centuries later, we arrive at the U.S. Declaration of Independence and the first constitutional republic. And so much has happened around the world with respect to democracy and human rights since then. And yet, despite all the hardships, the human heart would not be stifled. And despite all the chaos just within the last century, we arrive at the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Something, despite the lack of enforcement through international law, rings true to every human heart. So now we stand at the precipice of a point in human history where we get to decide what the next era of human civilization will be, what it will look like, how it will function, the whole 9 yards. But it's not a given. We have to choose a direction and make it happen. The decisions we make in the next decade will shape the course of all humanity for generations to come. And in this time, this modern era, it's actually not a question of morality or accepted norms, but one of human spirit, of a recognition that we are all alive and we all have equal right upon this earth. The earth is plentiful and has the capacity to provide for every single one of us. Together we can build the future we all dream of. Together we are capable of reshaping this world into something worthy of calling ourselves the human race. It's up to us to realize that dream and never let anything stand in our way. So in light of all that, I'm over here aspiring to create something and make something of my life. I mean, why not? What else am I doing here, alive? I don't know how and why I happen to exist, but I'll be damned if I'm going to waste whatever this experience we call life is. And given where I find myself in this modern world, I mean, why not? Why not go through my life, living whatever I feel is truest to my heart and soul, and where I feel life is worthwhile and meaningful? I always ask myself, what inspires me? What drives me? What do I want to be? What does my life look like when I'm being the truth that existed in me since I was born? This is something we all have to decide individually, but I firmly believe we have more in common at these deep roots than any division we create at the surface. Bottom line is, I say we go for it. I say we put aside our differences and see what we as the human race are really capable of.